Hello everybody, I'm Susan Scoggins. I'm a speech pathologist with Houston Area Parkinson's Society, and I'm here to do another speech video working on exercises for breath support, voice, swallowing, cognitive exercises, kind of everything that we do in my class on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30. HAPS offers amazing classes, all free, some of them in person, some of them are Zoom. My class is a Zoom class, so you just chime in from home and do the exercises with us. And then there's also, I think, speech classes on Mondays and also on Tuesdays, and they're fantastic. You can attend one or all of them. And there's also physical therapy, Tai Chi, yoga, and there's art. I believe they do have an art class. Anyway, it's wonderful. They offer plenty of opportunities to work on exercises to help maintain and slow the progression of the effects of Parkinson's. So what we're going to do first are exercises for breath support, swallowing, oral motor, and some exercises for the exterior neck muscles, and I did say swallowing. So anyway, so these are a lot of exercises that we do every time we meet for my class. First one will be an ah sound. Purpose of the ah sound is to build breath support needed for a good strong voice, also to be able to speak in longer sentences and not short one or two words taking up all of your breath. So you're going to take a big breath right now, and you're going to do an ah sound, and we'll do it a couple of times. So take a big breath. Great. We'll do that again. Give yourself a couple of big breaths. Then take a really big breath, and here we go. Big breath. Good. Now here's where you want to pause the video and do it about 3 more times. And if you can't hold it for 20 seconds, just stop and try, go as long as you can. You're working up to 20 seconds. If you can go past that, that's even better. Okay, next on the list, after you've unpaused, is a high-pitched E sound. It's one right after another. So the purpose of the high-pitched E is the larynx, the muscles, the exterior laryngeal muscles, superior laryngeal muscles pull the larynx up. It's needed for swallowing, and it's needed for the inflections in our voice. It tilts forward and it stretches the vocal cords, which gives us the inflections in our speech. For instance, when we're asking a question, we go up at the end of the question, "Are you home?" versus "I am home," going down when you're making a statement. But inflections are what our voice tends to have naturally, and with Parkinson's progression, it starts becoming very monotone, and so we want to keep those inflections. So what we'll do is we'll do a high-pitched E about for 5 times, 3 to 5 seconds holding it, so it'll sound like this. High pitch. Again. Good. Again. Good. Again. Again. One more time. Great. Next on the list is Masako. That's where you're sticking your tongue out, anchoring it between your teeth and your lips, and swallowing, keeping that tongue there. And do that about 5 times. Sometimes you might need to take a sip of water, swallow normally, then you have some residuals in your mouth that you can do another swallow. It's very difficult to do a dry swallow. All right, besides the Masako is the Mendelssohn. And the Mendelssohn is where you're stopping in the middle of the swallow. and you're releasing. So you're holding it for about 3 seconds and then you release it. So during that time you can't breathe. So you'll see a little bit of a strain on my face when I do it. And then a release. Okay, so that's the Mendelssohn, Masako. There's one other one called the Shakur, and that's where you're laying completely flat on a bed and you're lifting your head up and looking at your toes. Very important. You're lifting your head up and looking at your toes. You're trying to hold it for 60 seconds, but it's a very good exercise to work the muscles for swallowing. Next on the list is, we're not going to do it, but I'm going to explain it to you. It's called the pucker and then a smile. So what you're going to want to do is pucker your lips. And you're holding for 60 seconds with that last 10 seconds pulling tighter. So you'll need to have your stopwatch with you. And then what you want to do is right after you've held it for 60 seconds is to smile. Feel the sensation of the stretch muscle, because this is a muscle here called the orbicularis muscle that's contracted. Then it's stretching, contracting the buccinator muscles, which is part of your smile. So you're holding that for 60 seconds. And this in turn helps maintain a labial seal, which is needed when you swallow, but it's also needed to help control the drooling that may occur if you have a loose or weak labial seal and you're not swallowing as much as you normally do. And as Parkinson's progresses, you don't have the swallow. We swallow, I think I read 1,000 times a day, maybe more, and we're producing quite a bit of saliva. The reason why we're swallowing is because of the buildup of the saliva. We lose that sensation to swallow, and saliva builds up and pools. And then if your head's tilted just a little bit and you don't have a good labial seal, it'll drool. So we're trying to ward off any of these late effects of Parkinson's. Okay, so the other exercise that we usually do, pucker for 60 seconds, smile for 60 seconds with the last 10 seconds pulling tighter. The next exercise is working on the exterior laryngeal muscles that are that help support the neck and also for swallowing. So you're going to do chin to right shoulder. We're going to hold for about 20 seconds, maybe a little less because of time restraints, but we're just going to hold here. You want to drop that left shoulder. Then switch to the other side. You want to drop the right shoulder. You want to make sure you try to pull that chin as close to the chest as possible. And then the next one is right ear to right shoulder. Drop your left shoulder, pull it back, lift the chin up to about 2 o'clock. So you can stretch all this down here and hold for about 20 seconds. We're not holding it for 20, but this is just to show you what our exercises are for. But I'd like for you to try to hold it for 20 seconds. And then release, and then ear to the left shoulder, drop your right, pull it back, and then your chin to about 10 o'clock. And you should feel a stretch all through here. And then the last one is chin to chest, and you're stretching the muscles on both sides of the cervical spine. Great. Last thing on the list is a breath support exercise. You inhale through the nose for 3 seconds, exhale through the nose for 8 seconds, and we'll do it about 5 times. Preferably do it 10 times. So inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. We finished the exercises. Last thing that we usually do are critical thinking, executive function, thinking outside the box kind of stuff, cognitive exercises. So with this one, it's called word list retention. I'm going to say 5 words, and I think they're all 5 words, and I'll go through them with my fingers. And then I'm going to say, what was the 3rd word? And then I'll give you a couple of seconds to think what the 3rd word was. Okay, here we go. Hat, brow, tie, hair, cap. What was the 3rd word? It was tie. Let's do another one. Clock, month, hour, minute, time. What was the word before minute? Be this one, which was hour. Okay, let's do the next one. Picture, picture, tapestry, wall, mirror, portrait. What was the 2nd word and the 4th word, which was tapestry and mirror? Let's do the next one. Camera, flicker, film, snap, exposure. What was the 3rd to the last word, which would be this one? It was film. Let's do the next one. Dirt, sweep, broom, floor, dustpan. What was the 1st and 3rd words? These 2. Dirt and broom. Here we go, next one. Star, picture, lines, theater, show. What was the word after theater, which was this one? Which one was this little word here? This was theater. What was this one? Be show. Here we go. Paper, spell, fold, write, envelope. What was the middle word? Fold. Lifeguard, pool, stand, whistle, wet. What was the 3rd and 4th word? Stand and whistle. School, teach, books, tests, report card. What was the word before books? So what was this word, the 2nd word? Teach. Last one. Napkin, clean, rub, wipe, dinner. What were the 2nd and last words? Clean and dinner. Pretty good. I'm sure it's not real easy trying to remember 5 words, but even if you wrote it down, you probably had to write pretty quickly, but writing it down and looking at it and trying to think of what ones I'm going to be asking you for. Very good. So this was another speech class. Please join me on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30. I welcome y'all to sit in on the Zoom class. You go to hapsonline.org and they have a list of a whole bunch of classes you can take for free. They're just amazing. And they have caregiver support as well. But my name is Susan Scoggins. I'm a speech pathologist with HAPS, okay? Which is Houston Area Parkinson's Society. Y'all take care, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye-bye.